Aurora's fierce adaptability and while Kelra has proven to the world why he's the gold standard. Making his M-Series debut and ready to shake the international stage once more is Selangor Red Giant Skies. Known for his signature fanny, Skies is able to switch it up with fighter junglers, enabling SRG to deploy many different playstyles to surprise their opponents. These rising stars have claimed the spotlight, but which player has what it takes to emerge greater than ever?
This is Mlbb and welcome to M6 Carnival! What do we offer you here for these 3 days? At first, we offer you a very welcoming DJs. Well,
lost in the shadows, feeling so small. But I've got a fire, won't let myself fall. Every hit taken, every scar earned, lessons in pain from which I've learned. When the world says I'm done, I'm just on in my run. Through the darkest of nights, I will find. You won't get me down, you won't get me down. I can't back on track with a peaceful attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down, no, I'll never back down. At forced to behold any way to and fall. I'll always come back around. When worlds converge and dreams ignite, there are millions to witness the champion arise. With every challenge, we push with all our might. For we have only one goal, the ultimate prize. When hope seems so far, I'll reach for the stars. In the heart of the storm, I am reborn. lost in the shadows, feeling so small. But I've got a fire, won't let myself fall. Every hit taken, every scar earned, lessons in pain from which I've learned. When the world says I'm done, I'm just starting my run. Through the darkest of nights, I will find. You won't get me down, you won't get me down. I get back on track with a peaceful attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down, no, I'll never back down. A force to behold and it waits to unfold. I'll always come back around. When worlds converge and dreams ignite, there are millions to witness the champion arise. With every challenge, we push with all our might. For we have only one goal, the ultimate prize. When hope seems so far, I'll reach for the stars. In the heart of the storm, I am reborn, I am reborn. You won't get me down, you won't get me down. I get back on track with a peaceful attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down, no, I'll never back down. A force to behold and it waits to unfold. I'll always come back around. Battle, battle, taking the right, make it, break it, hate it, I shine. You won't get me down, no, I'll never back down. You won't get me down, you won't get me down. I get back on track with a peaceful attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down, no, I'll never back down. A force to behold and it waits to unfold. I'll always come back around. You won't get me down, you won't get me down. I get back on track with a peaceful attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down, no, I'll never back down. A force to behold and it waits to unfold. I'll always come back around, always come back around. Lost in the shadows, feeling so small. But I've got a fire, won't let myself fall. Every hit taken, every scar earned, lessons in pain from which I've learned. When the world says I'm done, I'm just starting my run. Through the darkest of nights, I will find. You won't get me down, you won't get me down. I get back on track with a peaceful attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down, no, I'll never back down. A force to behold and it waits to unfold. I'll always come back around. When worlds converge and dreams ignite, there are millions to witness the champion arise. With every challenge, with all our might, for we have only one goal, the ultimate prize. When hope seems so far, I'll reach for the stars. In the heart of the storm, I am reborn, I am reborn. You won't get me down, you won't get me down. I can't back on track with a peaceful attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down, no, I'll never back down. Forced to be whole and it waits till I fall. I'll always come back around. Battle, battle, taking the ride, make it, break it, hate it, I shine. You won't get me down, no, I'll never back down.
Ladies and gentlemen, throughout the M6, 23 teams have entered, and after 24 days, we're left with the final 2 teams. Welcome to Axiata Arena, the stage for the grand finals here at M6. My name is Afel. Alongside with me is the panel, Steph, Wheezy, Leo, as well as Trex. How are you guys feeling for the grand final? Let's start it with Trex.
Well, it's been a lot of games, a lot of days, all boiling down to this one single best of 7. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be a part of this back at Axiata Arena. I'm ready to get it going.
History is about to be made once more as an Indonesian powerhouse takes to the stage where the very first M-Series World Champion once did 5 years ago. But it's that same 5-year-old story that Onyx Philippines, Fnatic Onyx Philippines, is trying to finish here tonight.
That's right. History in the making. To be able to see this go full circle back in the Axiata Arena is honestly breathtaking. And yes, 2 Titans getting ready to fight it out. What more could you ask for?
And I gotta say, M6 so far has been an amazing journey. And it is because of Kadia. You guys can experience the thrill of gaming in real life at Kadia's Gaming and Esports District. Every detail is a celebration of play and entertainment. Because of Kadia, we got this awesome stage. We got this awesome venue. Kadia, thank you very much for being with Mlbb. And I gotta say, this best of 7, we got a lot to talk about it.
Yeah, a lot to talk about, but even more exciting news, November 22nd to the 29th of December, the M6 support chest will be available for a limited time. So purchase the support chest for 50 diamonds to get a large amount of pass for XP and a chance to obtain a basic M6 pass. Use that basic M6 pass to instantly activate the M6 pass and unlock additional pass rewards and immediately get the Claude Challenger Spark skin. What an amazing time. Hashtag greater than ever. Hashtag Mlbb M6. Hashtag Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Now, gentlemen, honestly, when we talk about, honestly, any topic, especially for this grand finals, we got to look to the past. We got to see where it all started. And it started here at Axiata Arena, where during that time, it was Indonesia going up against Indonesia. But this time, it's Indonesia going up against Philippines, which, mind you, happened at M5 as well. So, Leo, being a Filipino yourself, how does it feel that 2 M-Series grand finals has been Indo-Philippines?
I'll tell you now, it's bittersweet that the other countries' new favorites, underdogs, had to fall. But for history to be made, That's the price you pay. To make some omelets, you need to crack some eggs. And I'm talking about the likes of Falcon Esports. I'm talking about the likes of Vamos. Hell, the hometown heroes, SRG, fell yesterday in, a surprising shock. And even Team Spirit has won over our hearts. So the fact that so many teams had to fight and bleed and crawl just for us to watch the PH versus the Indo rivalry once again rekindle, if you ask me, that's a price worth paying.
Yeah, not a single team has gone unscathed. Everyone's dropped some games, but FNOP right now has not dropped a single series. But TLID has had to go through the pits. They had to go through the lower bracket to get here. They had to take out the hometown heroes. And right now, if there was any team that could be ready, it feels like TLID.
And now, 2 Titans remaining, ready to clash it out in the Axiata Arena in a best of 7. We've got Fnatic Onyx Philippines up against Team Liquid Indonesia.
Now here's the thing. Trex, you said it. Fnatic Onyx Philippines are looking like the favorites. Ever since M6 started, they have not dropped a match. The closest was against Falcons. Well, Falcons pushed them to all 5 games. That has not happened since. But the thing is, TLID, even in an interview yesterday, they said when they lose, they learn. And if you want to be a champion, you gotta learn fast. The question is, Trax, losing twice to Fnatic Onyx Philippines, will that be enough times for them to understand what has to be done for this grand finals?
I don't know, if you look at past champions, a lot of times it is the guys who come through that loser's bracket. But also many of those loser bracket champions were Filipinos, And we've seen this time and time again, but people are calling TLID the adapters. They're calling them a team that has learned over and over and has gotten stronger and stronger. If you showed me that game 1 in the beginning of Swiss stage, and then you show me TLID now, they're 2 very different teams. They're drafting differently. They're playing differently. So TLID will never be more prepared than they are now.
Yeah, and now, as we're moving on, the greater finale. 3rd time's the charm. New faces, all rivals. Now, Leo, I gotta ask you, what is your opinion on TLID? Because this roster, they're new. They came from MDL, they wanted an MPL ID, and now they're here. 1 step away from becoming world champions. What do you feel about the new kids on the block?
I've fallen in love with Team Liquid ID. I'll tell you now, the young Stallions have won my heart ever since I laid eyes on their 4-3 victory over RRQ in their MPL ID Grand Finals. The Brolin Bandung, I'd like to call it. And as soon as I landed in Kuala Lumpur, as soon as I saw their matches, I could not help but dub them monikers. Already, I have 2 favorites. The Ghost of Jakarta, Yehezkiel, and the untouchable one, Aaron Shiki. To think that they're going up against my boys, Fnatic Onyx, it's heartbreak. I'm torn in 2 here.
Weezy, let's talk about one more history here. Both of them met in the very first best of 1 in that first day, and then now they're meeting again at the finals, the final match of M6. This is the rivals of destiny.
Yeah, and it's going to see how fate plays out, right? When we've seen Fnatic Onyx dominating over them in both of those engagements, right? The Swiss stage, best of 1, and then you get to see them fight it out again in that best of 5. Overall, it still was a repetitive story, right? Team Liquid ID not able to rise to the mantle, to the pedestal that Fnatic Onyx Philippines set up so far. And now the question is being asked, did they scale through the times? Going up against SRG in the semifinals, what have they learned up until this point?
Honestly, one of the things that I gotta say is that they outclassed them when it comes to the micro mechanics. I'm looking at Sigma junglers here, both Fabian as well as King Kong. Both have been crucial in the wins for both teams. Trax, looking at King Kong, looking at Fabian, what is your impression on their matchup here?
Man, King Kong has been on fire this whole series, and Fabian as well yesterday. He got his 1v1s. He got his 1v1s versus every single member of the team and took them all out. But for some reason, when Fabian goes up against King Kong, he seems to falter a little bit. So he's got to have his head in the game if he wants to be able to take on King Kong, because King Kong's head is always in the game. Fabian seems to have these really high highs, but also some low moments. He's got to stabilize in this series.
It's the Usurper versus the Beast, the final boss in the jungle. And the one thing that Pavian said he would do, he might be able to do here tonight, but I don't know. I'm having my doubts.
I mean, I don't know. Looking at all 5 lineups, it could be a 1v1 across all 5. Because even looking at the gold laners, Kelra against Aaron Shiki, now that really is a matchup. I gotta say, as much as they're enemies here, Leo, both teams are friends,
Of course.
right? Like, how does it feel being in that kind of dynamic that you're so close as friends, but now only one team can be the winner?
In the history of the M Series Grand Finals, this might actually be the most friendly both teams are in the Grand Finals. They're both of the same age. They've both gone through the same things. They're both very young teams that have rose to power and to prominence in such a short amount of time. And I think that's that bond that they share. And I think that's the very reason why we're going to see them go all the way. They're not going to hold any punches. They're just going to bring it all out on that grand stage right here. And we're going to see the adaptability of TLID, and we're going to see the raw strength of Fnatic Onic in full display.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a treat to see. It's interesting watching all the player interviews and just the interactions on how they feel against their opponents, right? Normally you think, oh, they'd be a little bit more aggressive. There'd be a little bit more of a fight in there, but it's more of a respect thing, right? They're respecting their competition. They're respecting their gameplay. They know they're a heavy competitor, and they're expecting a good match as well.
Another check of history. Ever since M1 up until M6 now, we got to look at the scores for the M Series Grand Finals. Fun fact, folks, it's either 4-0 or 4-3.
It's all the way or the highway.
It's extremes. It's all the extremes. And I got to bring back to M1 something to remember. It started with a 3-0 and then quickly became a reverse sweep. That really propelled the M Series to new highs as the very first World Championship having a reverse sweep. I gotta say, that sets the tone for every single M Series. So for this one, Trex, it's either 4-0 or 4-3. How you feel about that?
I mean, I just want to say, in the past, when you look at some of the past years and you look at MPL finals, you look at regional finals, they were sweeps in a lot of those times. And this year, we saw a lot of best of sevens, not just hopefully here in the M6 Grand Finals, but I mean across MPL Grand Finals. You guys went to 7. MPL ID went to 7. Us,
Malaysia is just
NACT went to 7. Well, it's
It's
ID
in
Philippines
Malaysia.
out there. It is in Malaysia.
It's in Malaysia though.
Allow me to say, whenever the Philippines is involved in a grand finals, there seems to be a curse or a pattern that presents itself, and then suddenly, no longer true. If you'll remember, up until M5, before Onic and AP Bren then stood up on that stage, people were saying, no single team that has hosted the M Series has won in their own country. AP Bren proved us wrong. Now what about this, the 4-3 and the 4-0? Something tells me these guys are going to break that pattern. We're going to see a change. No.
That would change the
4-1
pattern.
or a 4-2, yeah,
That would
definitely.
change it. That would change it. I agree.
I
just keep
definitely agree
playing.
as well. I feel like it's the age of the upsets, right? I mean, we've seen it in the beginning since the Swiss stage began. So many teams were able to rise to the occasion, and a lot of unexpected things happen. And hopefully today, I always say it, I want to see it go the distance. And I think that Fnatic Onic, we know the type of play style, right? They're super aggressive. We know they've been dominating when it comes to facing TLID. But honestly, seeing TLID's performance yesterday, seeing them pretty much brawl it out against SRG, and to be able to have such a dominant performance, I think they have a good chance.
The crazy thing is, this is the one where I feel like there's no upsets, because going into M6, a lot of people are looking at these two teams, including SRG, as the favorites coming in. And both teams delivered. As we entered M6, we were even asking, is the hype real around Aaron Shiki? Can he actually compete against all the powerhouses internationally? Now let me ask you, Leo,
Yeah.
do you feel like Aaron Shiki delivered?
I think he's well earned the nickname the Untouchable One. He has slain the most breakthrough player last night in Innocent. He has taken down Hiko Mania, and you know, I'm gonna stop there because he's never touched the gold standard.
Well, that's what he's aiming for, right? And that's the goal. If you're gonna aim, you're gonna aim for gold, right? You're gonna come for the standard and try to set a new one. You know, I think a lot of people had hopes that maybe Innocent would be that Slayer. A lot of people had hopes that maybe Hikomania would be that Slayer, but right now Aaron Shiki, the untouchable, it's his time, right? And he's got to show it out there. He's got to show up, bring the aggressiveness to the mechanical genius.
Honestly, I feel like all 10 people on stage, they are mechanical geniuses, man. Like, I feel like they're at the peak when it comes to what you can do with these heroes. But now it's the dawn of a new legacy. The definition of game never over, from the bottom to the top. We even heard an interview with Fnatic Onyx Philippines with Coach Wina. He's like, honestly, the team is just a bunch of non-winners. Only Kelra is the one that has won something so far. So now, like, Trex, looking at Fnatic Onyx Philippines, what do you feel like having this quote-unquote non-winners now being in the grand final stage and being the favorites to win this one?
I mean, that's the Philippines for you right there, man. They just breed champions, it feels like. But no, I mean, yes, nobody here has won, but Kelra has always been regarded as a player that should be someone on this stage, and he's finally here. And it's the same to say for TLID, right? It's a bunch of new faces. It's the same to say for M6 in general. So many new champions of regions, so many new players.
So does this mean, like, looking forward, right? This year has been the year of change. The new wave coming in, because we even see for this M6, no repeating champions this year. So that's number one. And then now number two, looking at new players like TLID, they're really dominating. Leo, do you feel like this is going to be the new next step for teams moving forward? Look at new young faces to be the new face of the team.
No doubt. I do believe that nothing lasts forever. And what was that term they used in Indonesia? Regeneration, baru, generasi, or the other way around. And that's exactly what the Philippines went through. The fact that it was Fnatic, Onyx, and Aurora in the grand finals, and they went 7 games. They both respectively dropped Liquid Philippines and FCAP, means it's time for new blood to come in. It's time for us to introduce a brand new kind of Mlbb, and we just saw that. We saw the double poke from Team Liquid ID. We saw just the mechanically and micro-centric gameplay from Fnatic Onyx. We saw it from even teams from outside of Southeast Asia in Team Spirit. They had their own flavor there. So I think it's time for a new generation of Mlbb. What better way to do it where it all started, here in Axiata.
Yeah, and the beautiful part about it, right, with all these players stepping in, new faces, that means the hunger is there, right? Not having a title underneath them, but having the history behind them to make them stand strong is what's more important. And honestly, that makes it seem like whoever wins this, right, that's a bold statement for them to be fresh on the scene, to be sitting here as a grand finalist, fighting it out where it all began.
Now, gentlemen, we're going to be talking more about the teams a little bit later. Now I want to pick your brains. This is a little bit more general. Do you guys agree with this statement? It feels like the meta changes every day.
I would say it feels like team to team, right? For each player, for each team, depending on what they're going against. And it just shows how healthy the meta is. I feel like there's still a lot of the same picks. It's just the way they approach them during the draft. What is Priout up front? What is Priout for band? And what is Priout on second pick? Those are the big changes that we're seeing between each coach.
150%, I think the meta has to change every day. And the team that is first to step into that comfortable spot where they figured something out is the one who's going to win. And I think we've seen these two teams do that best.
Hey, you got to find the difference, right? You got to be able to create change. That's what separates the good from the great. And honestly, I do feel like the meta is evolving, and hopefully we see some more adaptations with the final series.
Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. And here's the thing. I want to hear more from you guys. But standing up here, looking at the crowd, there's a lot of people here. But before we even begin, we gotta look at the stage. We gotta see what happens before the grand finals. Let's throw it over to the stage.
The M6 World Championship reaches its final chapter. Everyone in the blazing Axiata Arena and enthusiastic fans across the globe, unleash your loudest cheer and welcome your hosts, Malaysia's rising queen, Rose, Indonesia's esports girl, Paramount Star, and an established sports host looking to make his mark in esports hosting, Adam C.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Axiata Arena, and to the millions watching across the globe, welcome down This is the moment we're waiting for. This is it.
Today is going to be greater than ever. We're two new young blood striving for a new title, World Championship. Let us welcome you guys. Kepada semua yang telah hadir, selamat datang di M6 World Championship Grand Final. Maligayang pagdating to all the fans across the globe for those jam-packing up Axiata Arena. Today, we will bear witness to a new legacy in which two teams have battled it out over weeks and weeks of games. And ladies and gentlemen, today we will witness whether the Philippines will clinch its 5th ever M-Series World Championship title, or will Indonesia relive what happened in M1 within these four walls in Axiata Arena.
I want to do a little vibe check. I want to hear some noise. If you are part of the cavalry, make some noise. What about this? What about the super family?
They're hyped.
They are all here, but you know what? We can do one better. Everyone here together on 3. Make some noise. 1, 2, 3.
I love the energy. I know, because these two grand finalists, they're the best in their country. They're the best in their region. This is the champion from Indonesia and also the champion from Philippines. Yes, indeed. Now, Adam, it is your first time in the Mlbb scene, like we have mentioned yesterday, and you've actually witnessed the semi-final and the lower bracket final matches yesterday. How is it like? How do you feel?
Sakit hati. Honestly, I am a Selangor boy, so sakit hati. SRG aren't here, but you know what, SRG, if you're watching right now, if you're listening, hold your heads up high. You've done us proud. You've done Malaysia proud. You've done Selangor proud. I'm proud to be a fan of yours, and that's never ever gonna change. You're only gonna come back stronger. That's my feeling right there.
I agree. You know what? The entire Malaysia is really proud of Selangor Red Giants' achievement in this M6. However, we have someone here with us who is in the grand finals. Yes, I really respect the last battle from lower bracket, but now Team Liquid ID, they're just crawling from the lower bracket. They even have a really hard start from the early this M6, but now they're come back stronger and they're claiming the throne probably for Indonesia, because this is Axiata Arena where our memories holds here, our first ever and the only one until now. Probably later we will have 2. Ooh.
But there's history. There is history there.
But Adam, did you know that Fnatic Onyx Philippines is yet to drop a match this M6?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. They have yet to actually lose a match.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, but as we know, for Team Liquid ID, they lose 2 times from RQ back in Indonesia, but they can beat them in the grand final. So that might be happen now here, because as we know, these 2 teams, we will be surprised, but they're really greatness.
I'm hoping for a good match. I'm hoping for some fun today, as we all are. And now, to kick off our grand celebration, we would like to invite one of the best tank players in the country, bar none actually, onto the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause please for the Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Dr. Zahid Hamidi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Apa khabar? How are you? I'm not very happy because SRG is not with us today. But don't worry, next year SRG and other Malaysian team will be here in the final. we would like to thank the organizer, and they deserve to be given big hand by all of us. As we are aware that Malaysian government has given 20 million ringgit allocation, and this is just the beginning. I hope the following years the budget will be double and more, inshallah. As you know, for M6 this year, Malaysia is the host. But we would like also to offer other organizers to choose Malaysia as the host. Inshallah, Malaysia will be the best host for any esports. Thank you, and thank you very much. The organizers, it deserves to be given standing ovation by all the audience here, with standing ovation for the organizers today. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you so much, Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, the celebration has just begun. But fret not, we have a lot in the bag for you guys today. Now, as we all know, Mobile Legends Bang Bang has united millions, if not billions, of players all across the world with its epic esports legacy. But today, we take a monumental step forward, redefining the Mlbb esports scene as we all know it. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody in Axiata Arena and those of the millions of you guys watching online are wondering what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let us take a look at this video we have prepared for everybody.
There you have it. There you have it, with China's grand entry into the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Global Arena. A new chapter is going to begin. Now, to celebrate, Moonton will be facing off elite teams from M6 to China's rising stars in an exhibition match which cannot be missed. But Axiata Arena, are we ready? I said, are we ready? I can't hear you. I said, are we ready? Are we ready for another announcement? I promise you, the announcement will be very, very, very good. I would like to invite onto the staging area the one, the only Mr. Tamer Al-Shwabi, Chief of Staff at the Esports World Cup Foundation. A big round of applause, please.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. With you all here today, I want to shed a little of our previous experience with EWC 2024 in its first edition and explain where are we going in 25. So, in order for us to ensure that a hub that combine all the esport efforts and combine the fans, the players, I also want to shed light a little bit more into the Esport Festival, which is our aim to ensure that for all of you as fans, that we would love to have you there, that you enjoy a full journey, a full experience. It's not a matter of only attending that exquisite tournament, but also spending that full day, whether it is a side activation, whether it is a side game, whether it is attending concert, and etc., which make your day or week or month joy. As well as shedding light into our achievements in 24, which was basically, as any organization, we have some KPIs. However, we were stunned by the achievement that we reached. For example, the man-hour watched, which is exceeded 500 million, the number of players, which is exceeding 1,500 player, and the prize pool, which exceeded $60 million, which, of course, well, sometimes that make me question if I chose the right career path, honestly. But I have a slow hand, so I cannot play. Anyways, enough speaking about me. I'll speak about what's important now, which is Mlbb. We were very happy and very humbled that you guys let us into your ecosystem by having Mlbb part of EWC in its first edition in 2024, which is in both MSC and MWI. And we saw that the collaboration that was a great success, not only for the World Cup, but also Mlbb. And with the joint efforts, we would like to today announce again that Mlbb, for the second day in the row, it's gonna be part of EWC 2025. Again, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to honestly welcome you all in Riyadh in summer 2025 to attend the great of World Cup 2025. And now I'll leave you with a short video. Thank you so much for your time.
Kenshi outplayed a little bit further, looking for another kill. She gets a double kill. Trying his best to flicker backwards. Sky chases him down. They're doing it! They're doing it for the first time ever.
EWC is something that we are looking forward to, but I think this is the time. Are you guys ready for something special? I'm here, so I will give something special with two announcements. Epic announcement down. Now, I prepare something. Another announcement. But this announcement will be something different because this will change my life, your life, and our life. Do you know what it is? Oh, I heard something. Some people. This will change Mlbb world. Are you curious? Let me hear you guys. So,
prepare yourself, and let's check out together. This is the future of MLBB.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
8 years ago, a spark ignited. Together, we've journeyed through countless intense battles and epic moments. Together, we've journeyed through epic battles and intense competition. As we evolve, we are now at the edge of greatness. We will not stop as we march beyond onto a brighter future. With you, with the community. The Mobile Legends Bang Bang Universe. Our Mobile Legends Bang Bang Universe. Together, we will keep the fire burning. And now, we rise again for another new beginning. The finest steel has to go through the hottest fire. Step into the future of Mobile Legends with Magic Chess Go-Go. The battle for global dominance begins with MCGG World Championship next year.
Now that is what I'm talking about. Some fresh new looks. It's got me excited. What about you? It's okay. All right.
But YB, it's really my honor to have you here. It's our honor. But I would like to hear something from you with this M6 World Championship in here in these 2 days.
I think there's only one word that can describe M6. It's been an honor. I think it's been an honor for Malaysia to be the host for this prestigious Mobile Legends Championship. And definitely it will be something that we will remember forever and truly greater than ever. Historical.
Greater than ever.
Greater than ever indeed. Malaysia is an amazing host country. However, YB Adam, I want to ask, do you know where we will be heading off next year?
I'm interested to know.
Oh.
Because Malaysia has been really great. Thank you so much for being a great host. But I'm really curious, next?
We have a knight here, and he's carrying
wow.
what I believe is a drone in his hands.
Are we going to fly off?
I don't
To the
think...
next?
He said yes. We're going somewhere. Okay.
Wow.
I wonder where we'll be heading. So, M7, take us there.
Safe flight. Oh, it's moving. It's going round.
It's spinning around. That's my bad angle right there.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it looking for some clues for
Say
the
hi,
next
guys.
home country?
If you're
Say
there,
hi.
if you're on camera, wave, give a big smile, give a big cheer. You're on camera right now as we speak.
Show off your pearly whites. Look on the camera.
Where's it now?
Yes. I wonder where it will be heading.
Hi, it's there. Hi.
Hi again. And it's going down the tunnel. Okay, that's the interview area. Heading through the interview area outside. Okay, hey, there's my car. My car is there.
Your car? But it's going through the carnival now.
In the carnival.
Everyone. Oh, it's packed.
Wow. They're going to be filled up later, I can promise you this, when everything kickstarts here to find out who are going to be the champions. But the question is, where is our next location? Let's find out. Wow.
Yay!
Are you
Uncle
excited?
Mark.
Are you
Yes.
excited?
Of course. It's Monas, Indonesia, and it will be going back to Indonesia after a long time. So I'm super excited. We will be semangat. Mantul, mantul.
But if we can see from the video, it just said that finals in Indonesia. So will there be other regions involved?
Maybe. Oh, it's only final. Yes, that's correct. It's only final Indonesia.
So multi-country M7. We don't know anything other than that. Where the final is going to be is Indonesia. But you know what? That's M7. That's looking ahead. I'm focusing on 2024 here, mid-December. To close up the year, we want to know who's going to be the M6 champion. So, Axiata Arena, one more time. Are you ready for this? I know it's been a long wait. That is not good enough. Axiata Arena, are you ready for this? Everyone watching around the world, the millions upon millions of fans, I hope you're ready as well, because we're gonna find out who are gonna be the champions.
Yes, you are right. So with that, let us show it over to Poji at the M6 Carnival.
Hello guys, it's Poji here. I'm at the carnival, it's at the M6 Carnival, and when you look at the crowd, everything's so crazy, everything's so happening. And now, up on stage, KLP4G, they just performed, and the song is quite going on. But now, they are about to announce something. I can't wait. Yo, bro. Channel, perasaan dekat atas. Is it best tak? Best. Okay, look at that. It's happening, right? M6 Carnival. Alright. Okay. There's got some announcement over here. They're still waiting for the announcement, but it's alright. But then again, it is grand final of M6.
Yes, more like it, but
More. I need more energy.
M6. Yes, more like it. Okay, we ready to record? Are you guys ready?
Ready?
Yes, we ready to
We're
record?
ready to record.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Say M6 3 times or M6.
Alright, bang. Kat sini bang, jap. Apa khabar MC? Cakap.
Khabar MC.
Woo!
In 3,
2, 1. Will you hear this? M6! Greater than ever! It's so happening here. I can't wait to enjoy the grand final game. And that's all from me over here. Let's go back to the host.
Before we let you guys go, can we have a selfie photo with all of them? Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 5!
Let's go!
A best of 7 awaits Fnatic Onyx Philippines in the Axiata Arena.
Congratulations to Kelra and to Coach Why Not. We will see you guys on the grand finals.
The Cavalry are going to the Grand Finals!
Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed. First blood. Triple kill. Maniac. Savage.
Sebalik bayang pada tersisa terangi malam. Sakit ku rasa parut luka, bisikan kutu bangkit melawan dunia. Ku baru bermula. In the darkest of nights, I will fight. You won't get me down. You won't get me down. I'll get back on track with that physical attack. I'll never come back around. I'll never back down. No, I'll never back down. It wants to be whole and it waits to unfold. I'll always come back around. Seluruh dunia kan saksinya, berjuta suara namun juara. Bila dicabar, ku takkan gentar. Berganti satu misi, the ultimate prize. Bila hayalan seakan hayalan, in the storm, I am reborn. I am reborn. You won't get me down. I'll get back on track with that physical attack. I'll always come back around. I'll never back down. No, I'll never back down. I fall to the hole and it waits to unfold. Come back around. Laju, tanpa sesal. Baru satu semangat kental. Ku takkan jatuh. Takkan ku jatuh. You won't let me down. You won't get me down. I'll get back on track with that physical attack. I'll never come back around. I'll never back down. No, I'll never back down. I'm forced to be all that it waits to unfold. I'll always come back around. You won't get me down. I'll get Axiata, are you ready? It's time to welcome your grand finalists of the M6 World Championship, Fnatic Onyx of Philippines and Liquid Indonesia. Perceived as a team to beat, the tournament favorite, the final boss. On the surface, they are, yet if you look closely, you'll see that they are a super family. A bunch of members united by a single dream of taking home the World Championship trophy. Ang Lakas ng Pinas, Fnatic Onyx Philippines! In their first foray as a team, these young stallions are already living the dream. They charge onto the World Championship stage as their region's champion, and now the cavalry marches proudly to repeat history and fulfill their country's legacy. Mereka adalah generasi baru Indonesia, Team Liquid Indonesia! A classic rivalry spearheading the dawn of a new legacy. Fnatic Onyx Philippines, Team Liquid Indonesia seize the moment and become greater than ever!
WM6, W Axiata Arena. This is an opening. A lot to unpack here, folks. From the announcements, M7, just the finals in Indonesia. Where else? Like, I don't know, too many to dissect. But look, Leo, you saw teams coming in.
It's truly greater than ever. Can I just say that?
Now that's a sheesh. Thank you, W Crowd, W Crowd.
Makasih.
Now we gotta talk about this. The final boss, Fnatic Onyx Philippines, walking in. This is their first time competing on the stage. TLID, they had one game on the Axiata stage. But now, Drex, Fnatic Onyx, this is gonna be their first time. Do you feel like they're gonna have shivers? Do you feel like they're gonna be nervous?
I think they're gonna be ready. I mean, I think any little bit of nervousness that comes with playing esports internationally at this level, that might be there, but I think they're gonna be ready. I think the moment that first blood comes in from either team and the crowd gets roaring, both of these teams are gonna be in the zone.
You know what? While we're here, fans of Axiata Arena, I just want to make sure that you guys are rooting for both teams. I don't care if you're for Onyx. I don't care if you're for TLID. I just want to hear you roar. Axiata Arena, make some noise! This is the Malaysian hospitality. We care about good games. And all I care about, Wheezy, is for this team to showcase the best of the best.
Talk about setting the bar in the Axiata Arena. Full circle where it started, the band, the new logo, the Stallions going up against the Super Family. What more could you ask for?
The minions got me going.
Oh,
I'll tell you
yeah.
now, breakdancing minions, that's the first time I've ever seen
The
that.
fires?
Those fires
The
spinning?
fires?
And then you said, what if we had fireworks inside? They gave you fireworks inside.
Folks, 10 minutes in, we're about to jump into the draft. So we don't have much time to talk about this. So right now, Leo, I want to ask you, what do you think are the strengths for Fnatic Onyx Philippines coming into this matchup?
Fnatic Onyx Philippines are a team that have perfected their meta. I spent a good amount of time with them the night before we played our first games here in Axiata, and they believe that M6, the story of M6, is the meta, yes, evolving every day, and each team bringing their own flavor to that meta game. If you're able to find out your sweet spot where you flourish and where you can win toe-to-toe against your opponents in that space, you win. And that's the secret behind Fnatic Onyx flawless run here in M6.
You know what? That's an interesting take. I want to hear about TLID, but before that, we got to look at both teams. We got to see their journey all throughout M6 till now. They make it to the grand finals. So let's see the journey of TLID and FNOP.
Before they ultimately end the game, Aaron Shiki will fall. FNOP have wiped Team Liquid ID out. The Thunder Gods ascend, a peak they last reached.
The Indonesian rookies find themselves against an unstoppable opponent. They charge through the Swiss stage to the knockouts, proving their strength.
Aaron Shiki.
They've taken down dragons. They've taken down giants. Now they are one rematch away from bringing the M Series back to Indonesia. But standing in their way for the third time is the Super Family, running hot off a smooth run in M6. They dominated through the Swiss stage with a 3-0 streak, and they remain undefeated even through the knockout stage. They are on a mission to carry on the strength of the Philippines as their last representatives. It is a revenge match of the Cavalry against the Sonics. Do the rookies have what it takes to finally defeat the unstoppable? Or will Fnatic Onyx PH live up to their name as the super family that became a super team?
Sa mga doubters ko dyan, pagpatuloy nyo lang yan. Mag-doubt lang kayo sa akin. Isa kayo sa ginagawa kong inspirasyon para mas lumakas. 3 taon na ako nandito sa MPL. Ang dami ko na rin paghihirap na naranasan. Kaya andito ako ngayon sa M6 para maging isang greater than ever.
Walaupun gue di sini masih rookie dan gue tahu gue banyak yang harus dipelajari, tapi gue akan janji gue akan menjadi greater than ever.
Only one can be greater than ever. The grand final stage is set, and this is going to be a revenge match for TLID. Before we jump even further, Drex, we heard from Leo the strength of Fnatic Onyx Philippines, the strength of the super family. Now I gotta have your take. What is the strength of TLID?
TLID has something that I like to call the steady charge, man. You know, they have their moments where they're too aggressive sometimes. They have their moments where they're not aggressive enough. But right now, TLID, when they don't go too far out of their range, when they're able to just draft normally and wait for that mess up by Onyx Philippines where they pull out the EXP Yuzong, where they pull out something a little extraordinary, that's when the steady charge of TLID can take that game. They just need to keep it clean, don't get too crazy, don't try to invade in the first 2 minutes, and that's how they'll win games here.
And now the final hurdle to victory. This one's coming from Kelra in the gold lane for Fnatic Onyx. He says
our mindset heading into the grand finals is to stay focused and strengthen our mental fortitude. We're reminding ourselves that winning will not only bring us the championship, but also the monetary rewards we've been dreaming of. Ultimately, it all comes down to working together as a team to achieve the victory we're aiming for in the grand finals.
You know what? The prize, the cash money. Now that's huge. This is a $1 million tournament. And now we're looking into the storylines as well. The revenge match here. So far, TLID, they have not been able to take down Fnatic Onyx Philippines. And with that, looking at paper, Fnatic Onyx does look like the favorites. Leo, you've seen TLID grow throughout this M6. Do you feel like it's enough to actually bring a challenge against Fnatic Onyx Philippines?
Truth be told, it's very impressive how Fnatic Onyx Philippines is having a smooth run. Even more impressive is how Team Liquid ID are flowing with the meta that's been growing every single day. One of their main strengths is their adaptability. The fact that yesterday they swept Selangor Red Giants, that's impressive. More than impressive, it was shocking. The whole Axiata Arena went silent. But I'll tell you now, if you bring that level of growth against a super family, I'm still a little iffy. I think the third time might not be the charm here.
Here's the thing, Leo. while we're still on us, I want to keep on you because I want to hear the story. In that video we heard, Kelra said, I'm in the MPL for 3 years. I've been through hardships, going up against rookies that they just started. You've been in MPL for the longest times. What has Kelra faced so far?
I've seen this young man in his debut season. He went into the grand finals, almost took down the eventual champions in Blacklist International. He's moved teams. This young man has flown here to Malaysia 2 years ago, this close to actually becoming a two-time MSC champion. He has started his own family, now part of the super family. He is at the cusp of being an MPL champion MVP, an MSC champion MVP, and after this, if they win, he could become an M Series MVP.
And now we're looking at M. Try to hear from Ben Things. Ben Things, is there any message to King Kong? And he said, all I can say to King Kong is, finally, you found the perfect team that can handle your intensity. You're also one of the most intelligent players who almost always knows the opponent's next move. Good luck in your match, Sigma King.
Sigma King Kong. I mean, this guy feels like a prodigy right now. He has definitely just taken us all by storm. I feel like just last year it was all Carl Teasy, Kyle Teasy, Kyrie, but right now King Kong is the name on everybody's lips. This guy is a monster.
King Cyril Perez is not the next Kyrie, not even the next Kyle, not even the next Carl. He is King Kong.
No, I'm with you on that one. For you guys at home, you guys can scan the QR code to grab your goodies. Now, listening to our analyst here, Wheezy, I gotta ask you, what is your stance on this matchup? Do you feel like it will go all the way? Do you